I have been watching this TV series for a while. I'm on the third season. Actually, I'm on the fourth season. On the third season, there was one episode that really stuck with me, and it might seem weird for me to talk about that because the fact is that specific episode in the series showed boobs. Yes, boobs. There was female nudity, topless female nudity on that episode. Me recording this video might seem weird, but I need to explain you why. So the series I'm talking about is Hex. It's an HBO series. HBO is famously known for having nudity on their series. Everybody knows that. Game of Thrones is from HBO. We all know what happens on Game of Thrones. And a lot of other HBO series show nudity, and it's fine. I don't have a problem with that. What I have a problem with is the reason why they showed nudity on one single episode of the series, on a scene that actually didn't need to have nudity. What I mean is, throughout all movies, all series, there are always potential for nudity to be added. Sometimes there are scenes where actors are taking a shower, people are making out, people are having sex, I don't know, things happen. And that's usually when there is nudity, right? And throughout the series in specific, there were lots of these moments, lots of moments like that could have had a nudity scene, but it didn't. They always showed like top, like from the neck up when somebody was taking a shower, for example, or sex scenes were always cut before something actually happened. And that's normal. That's normal TV behavior, normal series behavior. Like sometimes you have an age requirement thing you need to follow, right? But this episode in specific had a shower scene and they showed boobs. And I was thinking, what's the economic reason behind that? Do showing boobs actually impact in the episode rating, in the amount of money they earn? Like, were they trying to see if they could get more views on the series? And it's even weirder to me that they showed the main actress's boobs, which is like, I assume it's more expensive to do so. Again, I have no knowledge about movie and series economic background and like how much you need to pay for something like that. And I have no problem with nudity in series. I think it's fine. But what I cannot stop thinking about is the reason for them to add one single scene in the whole series on the third season of a show out of nowhere. Like they could have just not shown the boobs. And this video is weird. Like, why am I talking about that? So what did I do? I opened IMDb and I checked the ratings from all episodes. So from the first season, from the first season, there was one episode that got 8.9. That got 8.9, which was the last episode of the season. Apart from that, there were other episodes with 8.7, 8.5. The second season had higher ratings. There was only one episode below 8, and the season finale was a 9. On the third season, there weren't any episodes below 8. The season finale was 9.2, and this episode in specific was an 8.4, which is above average for the season, but there were other episodes without any nudity that received higher ratings. So I don't know if that impacted in the ratings. I also checked if they changed directors, writers, but I couldn't find specific writers for the episodes. All episodes have the same writers throughout all of them, so I can't really pin down to the actual reason. Like, I don't know if I seem crazy right now making this video to try to understand the economic reason behind the decision to show. And that's not only for nudity, it's also for violence, and it's also for drugs and other scenes that might have an impact on the rating. So what did I do? I researched on my dear friend ChatGPT. First, he said that HBO's brand was built around freedom. That's true. Not sure if that was the reason, because that was just one episode. Attention economics. Maybe that's it. We all know that shocking moments, intimacy, people talk about it. I'm talking about it. I don't think that was the reason. Prestige TV often uses nudity as emotional realism. Nah, I don't think that was it. The scene was strategically important emotionally. No, it wasn't. Directors, I was not able to find if it was a different director. Sex still sells. That's true. That was the first thing I thought. Actually, the first thing I thought was, maybe since this is a series that have 2 female actresses as the main stars of the series, I thought that maybe the male audience was smaller than the female audience, and they showed boobs to try to increase the male audience for some reason. I don't know. I talked to my wife about that, and she said that that might be the case, but she also doesn't know. So yeah, why that episode? Why only once? I don't know. I'm crazy. I have no ideas. It's Saturday. I need to record videos. Subscribe.